Thank you, Sheila. And now please help me welcome Jean Robitaille, Executive Vice President, Chief Strategy and Technology Officer at Agnico Eagle Mines Limited. Agnico Eagle Mines is a senior Canadian gold producer with a leading presence in Canada and internationally.
Thank you. Thank you, Menfei. Wow. Is it energy in this room? Everybody have a coffee? Okay, I cannot take too much time because now I will burn my 15 minutes. So, good morning, everyone. It's really a pleasure to be here in Quebec City. I'm not living in Quebec since over 20 years, so I'm delighted each time I come here and at this event, the Mining Investment Event. Bonjour à tous. C'est vraiment un plaisir d'avoir l'opportunité de vous présenter Agnico Eagle, petite société minière que j'ai joint il y a plus de 37 ans, je ne donnerai pas mon âge, qui est devenue une entreprise de classe mondiale. En fait, hier, on était, par capitalisation boursière, la plus grosse compagnie aurifère mondiale. Donc, c'est une belle journée. Je vais vous inviter, sorry, I will switch in English now. Please note the cautionary statement on forward-looking information. Agnico Eagle. Okay, what is our strategy? It's simple and consistent. Regional consolidation to create a competitive advantage. We focus on region with high geological potential and political stability, allowing us to operate multiple mines for multiple decades. That's the key element, and I will come back later on this. We are a global company operating now in 4 countries, but we maintain a regional focus. While we operate in Canada, Australia, Finland, and Mexico, 85%, you can see on the right side, 85% of our production come from Canada, mainly Northern Ontario, Northern Quebec, and Nunavut. We also have a competitive advantage with our supplier. When we started, in fact, mainly in Abitibi, we were able to build good relations with the different suppliers. In fact, many of them were starting at the same time that we were building LaRonde. So at that point, we were able to continue to build, and many of them helping us to build other mines around the world. One element that differentiates us presently compared to some other company, it's our technical strength. We have a strong technical team that, in fact, support the operation and support the development of our project and the evolution of our project. That was a key piece to be able to expand the company as we were able to do so. So, in summary, it's quite simple. We focus on a region with high geological potential and political stability. So our track record. If you look at this, I will compare from 2005 to 2024. We started the journey from 2005 to build 5 mines at the same time. Can tell you not to do that. We have some bump over on the road, and it's challenging for our family, for everyone who were part of it. However, we were successful bottom line. So from 1 mine, now in 2024, we have 11 mines in operation. That's exclude the project. We were in 1 country, now we are in 4 countries. We were at the time producing 240-ish thousand ounces, and now we're close to 3.5 million ounces per year on an annual basis. One of the key metrics we are always looking, it's per share matrix for our shareholder. What is the return we will have? So at the time, the production was 2.7 ounces per 1,000 share. Currently, it's close to increase by 3 times 7. It was slightly below the 2.7. If you look the EBITDA dollars per share, it was less than $1, what was not too bad. Presently, we're at $9, close to $9 per share. And all of those numbers are in US dollars. And finally, the dividend that it's in place since 40 years. We're quite little at the time, but we sustain it, and now it's $1.60 US per share. It's quite substantial. It's above $800 million we return to shareholder on an annual basis. You can see also on the right side our profile of production and the cash costs. So it's stable. The last 6 quarters, stable production profile, stable cash costs per ounces, and all of this with this increase in price of gold, we're able to see really the margin expansion. Bottom line, we're able to return to the investor on the form of the dividend, on the share buyback, or reinvesting in the business to make a better business and more sustainable business. Our regional strategy to develop long-term pipeline. So we haven't changed the strategy since decades. It's quite simple. First of all, we have a very dedicated project evaluation team. We work directly with the different regions we are operating in. So people at the operation level or the regional will be involved in the project evaluation. And we are maintaining roughly close to 150 files constantly in our portfolio. We are also like to invest in junior company to de-risk a project. We like to support them. Lately, I have the team, I have to look if the person is in the room, for an investment we had, and do we continue to give them our guidance in terms of where to explore? And the bottom line, the answer is quite simple. Yes, do it. Because the price we'll pay at the end, if we de-risk a project, it's not that relevant. We are willing to pay a higher price if the risk is reduced. So that's the strategy. It's worked. We are a partner of choice. We're able to build a very good reputation over decades in our past, and we're quite proud of it. And many of you in the room are potentially a future partner or currently partner. We don't intend to change our strategy. Now, the drill bit. This is the blood of our industry. This is the blood of our strategy. So we are quite aggressive on exploration. This year, just this year, we are investing $525 million in exploration. Of this 300 million, 305, I don't see the slide properly here, 305 million just on the expense and capitalized exploration. We have over 110 drill in operation in the different platform that we have. This is something that we were more than successful when we do some acquisition. I will talk later on. We were able to continue to expand base and with the exploration, convert more resource and expand the resource size. So all in this year, the 305, the close to 150 in exploration infrastructure, I will come later on, and study over 70 million. You have a good example on the right side of the graph, Kittilä. We invested in radar in Finland on the Surikusikko project, and in 2005 we made the decision to acquire the project. You see how we're able to expand it, and Kittilä is still there for decades to come. The other one is Meadowbank. We wanted to expand in Nunavut, and we did the acquisition of Comaplex in 2007, and now you see how we're able to expand. One point we have at our strategy originally was quite simple. It was we wanted to position ourselves in Nunavut with a very large land position, very prolific region, to be able to eventually to expand. And from there, we struggled at the beginning. It was challenging. But now we have Meadowbank, we have Meliadine, and we're working on Hope Bay. You will have a better perspective coming on. So that gives you a perspective of our strategy, and the intention is not to change it. So the platform. Lately, from 2014, we moved in, we were with LaRonde in Abitibi, we have Lapa and Goldex. However, Osisko did a good job to build Canadian Malartic, and the opportunity came, and so we partnered with Yamana to acquire the half of the asset, and lately we were able to acquire the other half of the asset. So you see the transition of the different sequence of the acquisition we did through time. We build this platform. So from Canadian Malartic, we were able to acquire also lately O3 Mining Marban project, and we have Wasamac that will be also a feed. I will come back on this one. More recently, or 2022, it was the merge with Kirkland Lake Gold. That was instrumental in our vision, and we're seeing also by consolidating this asset, we're seeing that we'll be able to bring this asset, Detour, eventually to 1 million ounces. That was during the project evaluation. This is what we were seeing there. This is why we're willing to pay what we have paid at the time. And in fact, I will illustrate later on, this is what we're able to achieve. So you see on this chart, the Canadian Malartic, how we're able to grow it, and you see also Detour, how we were able to grow it. So strategy is still the same. We want to be well positioned in a region. Presently in this specific region, we have roughly, it showed 10, but it's 15 investment we have in this region in junior company. Try to continue to develop them. I will not give the name of everyone, but maybe after the coffee. Canadian Malartic. So Canadian Malartic, 60,000 tons per day, close to 1 gram per ton. Now we are the pit will be depleted. It was a major pit, and the pit depletion. Now we have discovered the new ore body, and now we are on schedule in terms of time and cost for the development of Odyssey. So the first shaft, we are already producing from this shaft. And the transition will occur that we will pass from 60,000 tons to 20,000 tons from Odyssey shaft, but the grade will pass from 1 gram to 3 grams. So profile of production will stay the same. However, the result, it will be an excess capacity of 40,000 tons. So on that specific matter, we will be able to bring Wasamac to Canadian Malartic, and we anticipate also, we will have to complete the study, but that was the reason we moved with O3 with Marban. We are also looking for a second shaft at Canadian Malartic. All this combined, we perceive 1 million ounces at Canadian Malartic, and this again for decades to come. That's the same strategy, and we'll continue to look at regional opportunity as we will have excess capacity at the mill. So we presently on our key value driver, we have 5 major projects we are advancing. So the Detour Lake, it's exactly in line with what we saw originally when we did the merge with Kirkland. In fact, we were seeing a path to 1 million ounces. Now presently with improvement at the mill, and we launched the exploration ramp at Detour. We perceive an underground component that will bring into operation after validation of the bulk sample. We expect to have a study in 2027 for the market, and eventually we perceive early 2030 to be at 1 million ounces. Canadian Malartic, I cover it. We'll have the study in the first half of 2027 completed. Upper Beaver. Upper Beaver is near Macassa. It's in the Kirkland Lake region. We have decided to move forward with an exploration ramp and an exploration shaft. The idea is to take 2 bulk samples and confirm the grade. We prefer to de-risk. We want to use the capital properly. When we say we want to return to our shareholder, it's part of proper management. So this is on the go, and we anticipate to have confirmation in 2027 to give the go-ahead to move forward with this operation. It will be roughly beginning of 2030, 2031, at a rate of slightly above 200,000 ounces, mainly gold, 90% gold, 10% copper roughly. It will be also benefit from the regional synergy with Macassa and other projects we are looking at it. One of the key projects we have, it's Oak Bay. Oak Bay, it's quite remote. It's more remote than Meadowbank and Meliadine. Okay, it's quite nice out there, to be honest. However, to be able to maintain an operation out there, you need to have the critical mass. And we identified that the critical mass, it's roughly 400,000 ounces per year for 10 years to justify the investment or the original investment. This one was an acquisition from TMAC, and this is kind of our perception. The size of TMAC was just too small, and it's challenging for any development company when you don't have the ability to exactly to spend what is required to do it. And also, we invested massively on exploration, and we're successful up to now. The last is San Nicolas in Mexico. We are in partner with Teck on this one. It's a VMS, copper, zinc, a bit of gold and zinc. We have a good expertise in Mexico. It's an open pit, and we anticipate to complete the study this year and be in position to make a decision in at the end of this year or early 2026. It gives you an overview of what is our strategy, who we are, where we want to go. We don't intend to change the strategy. We want to continue to be a partner of choice, and hopefully we'll have more meetings this week and continue to see opportunity. So this, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Joanne Jobin and all of the organizing committee. Je suis très impressionné de l'organisation, de voir tout ce qui a été fait, c'est très impressionnant, aussi de la croissance au niveau des gens. Finalement, il y avait des beaux drapeaux canadiens au départ ici, j'aurais dû les prendre en arrière. Je tiens à vous dire que c'est excellent d'avoir une organisation comme ça ici, au Canada, ici à Québec, et qu'au niveau d'Agnico Eagle, on est fiers d'être un des partenaires canadiens. En réalité, on est la minière canadienne la plus importante, et on a l'intention de croître à l'extérieur du Canada, mais notre présence au Canada va demeurer plus qu'importante. Merci, bonne journée.